Welcome back to Posse Empowerment.
Welcome back to Exploring the Style Design-Based Architecture series.
I'm Lidu.
And I'm Kema.
And we are the co-founders of Little Steam.
This week is all about the science behind architecture.
Before we get on to the video, remember to stay safe during the pandemic.
Yep, make sure you're following the rules.
Alright, let's get on to the video.
Hey Lidu, it's like really cold outside.
Yeah, it really is. If my house was made out of straw, we would not be able to handle the coldness.
You think you would be blowing away with the straw?
Exactly.
Well, what does this have to do with anything that we're learning about today?
Well, architecture is not only drawing, Kema. There's so much that goes on behind it. What I just talked about with the straw has to do with material science. And we'll talk more about stuff later. Let's go back inside. It's getting cold.
Okay, back to material science now that we're not being interrupted by the weather.
Yeah, so basically material science is the study of different materials and their characteristics. Things like metal, plastic, and straw.
So why don't you tell everyone how this relates to architecture?
Well, you know in architecture, you need to understand what materials you need based on the needs of the building.
What do you mean by the needs of the building? Could it be, I don't know, based on weather or something?
Every building is specific and has different factors associated with it. So things like weather, like you mentioned, cold climate, hot climate, things like where it's placed in. So if it's in a city or in a more rural country area, and even costs.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I want to be able to have like a house from like Hawaii or something like that in like having an Antarctica.
Probably not. That house is not suitable for a cold climate that would be in Antarctica.
Okay, learning about material science was cool, but what about other things?
Let's talk about physics in architecture.
What's physics?
Physics is a science that deals with matter and motion.
So it can tell me things like how much I weigh on the moon or how fast my car is going?
Pretty much, yeah.
But what does this have to do with architecture?
Components of physics are used in architecture when building structures. Concepts like loads, support systems, wind resistance, etc. must all be taken into account to make sure that the architect designs a safe building that can stay for years to come.
Oh, I see. Dang. Physics is really saving us out there. Without it, my house probably would have collapsed by now. This is some interesting stuff. Let's do some more.
All right, let's talk about sustainability.
I know what it is. Sustainability is the way that we can use natural resources so that they last a really long time.
In architecture, this means designing a building that can run efficiently for a long period of time. This can include building a structure with renewable and eco-friendly materials, having well-developed plans for electrical and heating purposes.
Ah, I see. We use sustainability to reduce negative environmental consequences.
Exactly. Let's show some examples of what we mean.
Dang, not gonna lie, science can be really annoying and boring sometimes, but it's a really important field.
Right? Science is really keeping us alive out here.
For real, we use it in everything. We even use it for cooking.
Kema, this is an architecture video.
I know, I'm just really want some food right now, so I'll probably go get ice cream.
Can you buy me a strawberry shortcake while you're at it? I'm really hungry right now.